Ahoy hoy, I'm Angel, and this is Daggerheart. I'm not one for buying a lot of tabletop role-playing games because I've been developing my own for the past 3 years, and I've ran about 5 successful full campaigns with it, and it's still in the works because I wanna... No game is perfect. I'm not trying to make it perfect, but I'm trying to make it as good as I can before I release it. But I saw so much hubbub about this because it's tied to Critical Role, and a lot of people love Critical Role. I really don't. I tried. It's not my cup of tea. Nothing against them. A lot against the fucking fans. The fans are the fucking worst. But nothing against them. The games that I've seen, yeah, they're fine. I can see the appeal for it. It's just not for me. Nothing against what they play, it's just that I don't enjoy watching people play. I'd rather play myself than watching other people. But there was a lot of hubbub because of this, so I decided to get it because it boasted that it's a narrative role-playing game, and I love narrative role-playing games. And what I'm deciding is narrative as well. I prefer narrative games over rules crunchy games. Back in the day, I loved rules heavy games like fucking Anima Beyond Fantasy. I outgrew that. I prefer more rules like games that have a lot of space reserved for just roleplay and narrative gameplay. That's what I prefer. So I went ahead, and as soon as my local store got it, I went and I bought it. And then I spent the next 2 days eating and devouring this book. I read it from cover to cover. Do not ask me what anything does. My mind is not as good as it was back when I was in college. I remember a lot of the fucking rules because, again, I read this whole fucking thing in 2 days. But I am not a walking encyclopedia. I have a general idea where everything is, though. And first things first, let's get this out of the way. This game is not perfect. Obviously, again, no game is. I like it plenty. I enjoy it. And unlike those other dungeon tubers out there, I actually ran a one-shot and played a bit with this before I actually recorded this review. See, because I believe if you're going to record a review, you actually have to play the game that you're reviewing. You can't just like read a fucking book and then just say, oh, I'm going to review it. You don't know how the game fucking is. You need to sit down and actually play it, get a feel for it before you actually give your opinion. If not, you're just giving your general, ideas behind it, like your impressions on it, but you're not really reviewing it. That's like buying a video game, reading up on how to play the video game, and then recording a review on it. You have to play the game, because this is ultimately, it is a game that you have to play. It's not just a fucking book to read. But yeah, unlike all those other dungeon tours, I actually ran a 4-hour, and I do mean 4-hour. It wasn't like 30 minutes of explaining rules, an hour of making characters, and then 3 hours of playing. No. I played from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. last Sunday. That would be Sunday, May 25th, 2025. From 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. non-stop. 5-minute break in between. So I got some decent experience with it, and during the game I did a couple of things. We will talk about what I did in my game later on. Something else that bugged me, because I did see a bunch of different videos before I got this game of people that were reviewing it, and some of them said, oh, this book is robust. No, it is not. Just because this book is 366 pages long, does not mean it's a robust book. Just because it looks wide and because it's heavy, it doesn't mean it's a robust book. This book, it's not robust. Let me give you like a fucking example of what I mean. Look at this. Look at this. That's the sorcerer. That's basically anything. And the races are even not worse. Just like it's a different book. But look at this. These are 2 races, and each page is 1 paragraph, and the rest is art. There's a lot of pages on this book like this. There's a lot of empty space here, and there's a lot of art. Nothing bad with that. I'm not complaining about the book. I'm complaining about the people that say that this book is robust. This is not a robust book. This is a rules light to rules medium system. Rules light systems are not, by definition, are not robust. This is not a robust book. This book, if you could just hold what the nitty gritty of it, it would be very light. Let me say this: the SRD, the system, the rule systems document for this game, because it does have an SRD, it's about 130 pages, and this is 366. The SRD, it represents more what the book actually should be or would be without all the art and without all the fluff. 166 does not make for a robust system. 166, 133 pages does not make for a robust system. Again, this is not a knock against the book. I like this game. It's a knock against all those fucking YouTubers, dungeon tubers, that said, oh, this is a robust book. It's not. It's a fine book. It has a lot of art, and we all love art. We buy a role-playing game without any art, we usually feel like we've been gypped. I'm looking at you, Sons of Arcadia. It's been almost 10 years and I'm still angry about that. So during this video series, or if you're watching the long form video, I'm gonna be going chapter by chapter, giving you my thoughts on it and what I felt while I was actually playing, because again, I actually played this. I'm actually planning a couple of one-shots during summer. I have a couple of people in the local store that want me to run this, so I'm probably gonna be doing that. That's very, very exciting. Another thing is that this book boasts that it's a narrative game. Sort of. Just sort of. Combat is not as robust as D&D 5th edition, obviously, much less like 3.5 or Pathfinder. But this is not a solely narrative game. When you come into combat, the game gets a little bit more complicated. The game is split into 2 things: narrative and combat. And narrative has its own set of mechanics, and combat has its own set of mechanics. And yeah, the book tells you like, oh no, it's the same thing but different. No, they're different, completely different mechanics. This game has 2 pillars of gameplay: narrative and combat. And combat it's not robust, but it's like the meatiest thing in this book. It's just pure combat. It's like the meatiest thing. Not that I mind, because combat is actually pretty fucking fun in this game. I dare say more than 5th edition, but you know, your mileage may vary because everybody looks for different things. I do like how this game handles combat. And the last thing is that the game says, in the introduction, it says, an optional rule is you can use miniatures and battle maps for this. The way the book is written, they're basically mandatory, because a lot of powers do use ranges. Now, I didn't use it in my one-shot because I like theater of the mind. Theater of the mind only. No theater of the mind, no play. No play, no theater of the mind. Okay? Only theater of the mind for me. So like a lot of powers, like, you lose their luster, lose their mechanics if you don't really care about ranges during combat and like seeing how far away things are. But yeah, that's it for the introduction. Next time we're gonna be talking about chapter 1, and if you're watching the long form video, then yeah, that part comes out now.